let's jump into what the program entails and why we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called the Blueprint because I've been doing this marketing thing for about 5 years now, and I know how frustrating this stuff can get.
Mm-hmm.
Because the worst thing about it is as soon as you finally figure it out, it changes.
Yeah, it's always changing.
Imagine if you're a kitchen remodeler and what style of cabinets, like let's say the cabinet painting color, like the color of the cabinets, imagine that style changes 8 times a day.
It must get so annoying.
That's what Google does.
Yeah.
8 times a day on average, they change what they deem is correct. So it changes all the time. So I know how frustrating this stuff is. However, what we've kind of learned is if you just do the right stuff, you can pretty much be like you can make it through whatever update that Google does, whatever update Facebook does. Just do the right shit and you'll be rewarded because you're just bringing constant value.
Mm-hmm.
So I get the frustration and all the little tactics and all the things that you hear online of like, oh, try this is going to work, or oh, do that, this is totally going to kill it. And you go out, and if you end up figuring out how to do that, by the time that you do it, Google's already gone, well, we know that trick.
Mm-hmm.
Now it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. It's like when you look up a YouTube how-to, it's always important to put the year that you're trying to search for, the year you're in, because you can look at a video from 2017, and it's all changed since then. It's changed drastically since then. So the basic concept could be correct, but you could be doing stuff that's 2 years old, and you have no idea.
Yeah. So it's doing older stuff that's outdated that may not work anymore. And what's even more frustrating is when you just got to get some leads in the door, you got to pay a company, and you're like, look, I need some life. I need to get some leads in the door. Mm-hmm. You got to pay a company to generate leads for you. I'm not going to say the name, but it's one of those third-party lead gen sites. Mm-hmm. And you pay them a bunch of money, and they send out a lead to you plus anywhere from 3 to 14 other contractors. So now you're bidding against 14 other people for this one project, and it may just be somebody a homeowner that just has a question about, hey, quick question for you. What would something like this cost? And guess what? 15 contractors just spent $75, $80, $90 just to try to fight over that one client or prospect, and they didn't actually want to hire somebody.
No.
Because that's the hardest part about this stuff is that, like, when somebody's trying to, like, do especially in a low urgency setting, maybe for roofing where it's an emergency, that's one thing, but like in like kitchens, landscaping, ponds, decks, fences, things like that where nobody's going to die, I would say half the time that like clients of ours like get a call and they're like, oh yeah, you're too expensive, they don't go with somebody cheaper. They just end up not doing the project at all.
Yeah.
So imagine like half the people that are probably on these sites that are homeowners that are like trying to, I'm trying to, hire somebody. In reality, only half of them end up even moving forward with the project.
Yeah.
Yet you have to pay for 100% of those leads, and up to 14 other people also have to pay for 100% of those leads. So it's really one of those things that if you knew how to just set this up for yourself and build these relationships online for yourself, think of what you can do with all that extra money that you're not spending over on these lead gen sites. And that's what this program is all about, is teaching you, first off, make sure you have the fundamentals, which there's 3 aspects of that you're going to know how to do. 3 aspects of setting up the fundamentals, and you're going to learn that in just a basic course. Mm-hmm. All right? It's going to have maybe anywhere, we're finishing it off right now. It's probably going to be anywhere from between 8 to 12 videos that's going to teach you, 1, how to make sure your website is a sales tool. 2, how do you drive people, the right clients and right prospects at the right time to your website? And 3, if they don't buy from you, if they don't call you up that one time from the website, how do you get back in front of them over and over and over to build up that relationship? So those are 3 aspects of what you're going to learn in that basic course. Mm-hmm. Now, once you get through the course, you're also going to be in part of a Facebook group. And the Facebook group, the whole point of that is community. Mm-hmm. Yeah. As business owners, like, this stuff's lonely.
Yeah, it's easy for someone, in your position, the owner of a digital market company, to say this, but to hear it from other people that are just on, the contractor's wavelength, it means a lot. And if they have a problem, to go talk to someone that's maybe been through it before on that kind of scale, the Facebook group is going to be, amazing as well.
Because it's like sometimes you just need to hear it from somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone in your shoes.
Yeah, like it's like when your parent says something to you and you're like, no, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. And then somebody else's parent says it and you're like, wow, that's so smart.
Yeah. You ever been yelled at by a friend's parent before? They say the same thing as your parent, but you listen to the friend's parent more.
Exactly.
It's the exact same thing.
So you're going to have a community of people to talk with. So if you have questions about, hey, how do I do this? Boom, you got other people to talk to. Hey guys, what's working for you? Boom, you got somebody to talk to. So it's literally, you're just building this online stuff. And then last but not least is there's going to be a weekly webinar. Now that you know the basics, know how to do the more advanced stuff if you want. I mean, like, you're going to know once you get through this course, once you get through the program, like the basic course, you're going to have that sales tool. You're going to drive the right customers to your website, and you're going to know how to follow up with them over and over and over. So that way they either buy or die.
Yeah. And there's going to be topics that you're more interested in, and you say, it will come more naturally to you than others. So that's why the webinar is so awesome, because you can almost, kind of go through your avenue and pick and choose when you actually want, that particular topic is going to be, more valuable to you right now. And then eventually when you're ready for the next topic, that's when you go back to that.
Because you're going to have all these webinars that as we record them, they're going to automatically get uploaded into your own portal.
You'll never lose access to them as long as you're in the program.
Exactly. So you'll always be able to get in there and go, you know what? I keep hearing this video stuff. I'm not quite ready yet, but give it a month. And you go, you know what? I'm ready to go back and watch all the video stuff.
Yeah.
So you're going to have these live webinars that, we obviously suggest you check them out live. Whether you implement them today or you wait a little bit, because I understand that it's, it's going to be a lot of new information, but it's not going to be like drinking from a fire hose. It's going to really be, let's take a step back. Let's really kind of go in depth, go a little bit slow. So that way, if you're not quite ready for this one yet, that's totally cool. Pick a couple, wait a couple weeks, come back to it, check it out.
Yeah. Solve one problem, go on to the next.
Yep.
Keep it moving.
Exactly. So that's the idea of the whole thing. So just to kind of recap, you're going to get a program, a basic course that's going to teach you the fundamentals, which we're going to go into the aspects of this course. You're also going to become part of a community in a Facebook group. And then last but not least, there's going to be a weekly webinar. We will actually go through and do a combination of teaching you how to do this for yourself, but also working through some of your problems. Hey guys, like I'm boosting a Facebook post and it's not working. Nobody, I'm getting lots of likes and comments, but not a single person has called me. Why? Okay, great. I'm going to bring that up on this weekly call and go, all right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the different aspects of what you're trying to do. How realistic is it based off of what you're saying to get somebody to call you? Is it you just kind of spraying and praying, or is it strategic and there's something else going on? Let's figure this out together.